Hey Renee, can you introduce yourself and tell us about the work that you've done in the past?
Sure. I had been in financial services as an operations executive for almost 25 years. So I worked at big companies like Wells Fargo, Capital One, Amazon, and then some smaller startups, and have also done some advising. Based in California, and yeah, love the call center space. Love everything around the customer experience and leveraging technology for our customers.
Yeah, and I guess related to that, right? How often do you get emails, messages, just people trying to like sell you on some
Yes,
new
yes.
AI or the latest AI tool?
All the time. And so, there's definitely the buzz around AI, and I myself am so excited about it. But I think there's a lot of folks out there, just layering AI on, every conversation with the buzzword, right? And then there's some companies who are actually doing it really well. And so I'm just so excited about what that future is going to look like. When I started in the call center space 15 plus years ago, it was, oh, digital's going to take over everything, and in 5 years there's not going to, call centers are going to be obsolete. That did not happen, right? Digital helped engage customers even more, and in some cases call volume actually went up, but the conversations became more difficult, more challenging. Digital took a lot of the easier calls, but the impact AI is going to have, I think, in the next year is going to be phenomenal. And I'm very much focused on like the customer experience. Obviously, you get cost saves as well, and you get efficiencies, and you do things better. But I just think the experiences we're going to be creating for our customers are going to be so much richer, with having that AI capability. And for the agents, AI just has that huge opportunity to really assist the agents in providing that great customer experience.
Perfect. You answered a few of my questions. I guess maybe if I take the other side of this, right? Like, what do you think AI can't do today, but maybe vendors are promising that anyway?
I think it's the completely replace of the call center right now, right? So, I myself just had an experience with a cable company where it was fairly complex, multiple layers. And I got moved around to so many different places. Now, I think if they did have good I think I still could have had a much better experience. Maybe not having to contact as much because the agents had more knowledge on their end. There were definitely knowledge gaps and stuff, but I don't think in the next, 6 months, call centers are going to be completely replaced. There's going to still be a need for call centers, but I think I shouldn't have had that horrible customer experience, with my cable company. And I think if they had better AI, I wouldn't have had the frustration I had. I wouldn't have had to call in, 8 times. I should have been able to call in once and get my issue resolved. So it's the full replacement, I don't think is coming anytime soon. And I do think sometimes you get that pitch, right? Oh, we can come in and replace the entire call center. That's not going to happen anytime soon.
Maybe just diving deeper, right? Like, I guess if you could wave a magic wand, what would you like AI to solve for?
I think, there's a couple big pain points. One of them is that knowledge gap. So call centers and operations in general hire in a lot of new agents, and their jobs are hard. And they might have, 200 different call types that they have to understand. AI can help assist them. Then there's this whole, you're looking at after calls, like what happened on the call? Where did we go wrong? Where did we have knowledge gaps? AI provides so much rich data and insights, and then you can use that data in so many ways. You can feed it back to product teams to improve the product. You can improve the agent experience. So I think there's a lot that can go on around sort of that quality assurance automation. And so and those two things in and of themselves are huge. There's a whole bunch of other things with, like, if you do call in twice, like having good notes, AI can help with notes. So there's a lot of like even tactical things that just impact that customer and agent experience so much. And so that's the magic wand that excites me, is just I think the overall experience is going to be so much better.
Perfect. And the last question, right? I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready do you think banks really are for AI?
I think it's at a 9, honestly. I think they're ready. We were talking about, digital doing all these things, and digital did do a lot in terms of moving a lot of the easy calls out. But now banks are hungry for getting more efficient, being faster and more effective on a call, driving that better customer experience, not having, repeat callers. And so I think the banks are very, very ready. Probably a 10, maybe not even a 9, a 10 for it. It's just that it has to be rolled out in the right way, right? So if you come in and you say, oh, we're going to replace all the agents, that's probably not the right way to think about it. But if you think about all of the different areas that it can have an impact in terms of the call effectiveness, in terms of agent training, in terms of quality assurance, I think that's the right approach. And I think everyone's ready.
Perfect. Renee, that was amazing. Thank you so much.